Internet, we have a problem. We have an intruder. Actually, she's not an intruder. She's just a returning nuisance by the name.
A returning nuisance.
Just joking. She's like that. She's like that cockroach that you think you've killed, but then you look and it's just like, aw.
But she's actually stuck to the bottom of your shoe.
Yeah, stuck to the bottom of your shoe, and you take your shoes off, and it just crawls off, and it's just like, oh gosh, I got away. But no, this Miss Vendam Rice, that filthy casual herself, she is back once again. She's going to be in quite a few videos with us. We have several days of recording with this lady, and well, we figured to start out what we would do. Is, as she put this, search through her content for some older stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Some older stuff. As she put this is one of her older videos that she had before she chopped off all of her hair.
Yeah, it was like back before I got my hair cut. And this one I actually recorded and put on a different channel like before I made this one. Like before I actually started making YouTube videos. I just recorded this with a girl that came to visit me.
And all right, so we have it set up here. This one is called How to Have Fun at Parties.
Enjoy the awkwardness.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Embrace the chaos.
That indeed. Embrace the chaos.
Yes, embrace the chaos.
Hi, I'm Wyndham.
Hey,
I didn't even have like an intro here. Look.
Like a
And
pro.
we're gonna tell you guys how to have fun at parties, or
party hardy.
Oh,
okay.
boy.
So the first thing that we want to talk to you guys about is when you're hanging out with the popular crowd and you want to be cool at parties.
She kind of looks like Maisie Williams from Game of
arrive-
Thrones.
I can see that.
Early.
And her name is Macy, which
well,
is
like
cool.
on time, but
I
early
did
works,
what?
too. I
Okay.
would say if the party's gonna
I'll
start at
comment
like
on
8,
after.
a good time, a good rule of thumb to be there for the maximum amount of partytude is you have to be there at like 6:30. I would
For an
say
8 o'clock
6:30.
party, be there.
You need
at
to get there.
6:30.
Be there early.
Guess what?
Yes.
Your host will
I'm
be
fashionably
expecting
early.
you, and they'll probably have a delicious spread waiting for the party
And also,
goers.
you'll probably get to play with their cat.
Yeah, you'll get to play with their pet.
Why does it
You
have to be a
really good
cat?
friends with their pet. And
I
so
said pet.
you get free food before anybody else. You also
That's when all the good stuff.
exactly.
Awkwardly standing
before
around
all the
eating
big,
food.
Meaty football players come in
And you're the only one
steal
there.
Yeah.
all the food. So you get like top-notch food, and you get to be besties with a furry little animal, most likely. So I would say being there early is
That's
better.
a win-win.
Plus, it means you can do all your necessary meeting and greeting and get all that out of the way, so you can go home.
Yeah, and watch Netflix.
Yeah, you can watch Netflix like in your
Netflix
pants.
and chill.
Yes, in your pants.
Ah.
No, like in your sweatpants.
I said you can go home and watch Netflix in your pants.
Like,
You know what I
so do I have to have my like
I mean, you can
phone
wear
here
pants
in my
too.
pants?
Don't just
Exactly.
prefer to wear
I meant,
jeans,
like, change into
dabble in your
sweats.
Netflix. I would say another trick is you want to look your best.
Yes. So I say turtleneck it is.
Turtlenecks. You know why you need to wear turtlenecks? Well, honestly, I would say
A tactical turtleneck.
Yeah.
you need to wear turtlenecks because you gotta watch out for those people that will give you hickeys.
Yeah.
People go hickey crazy at parties.
And you don't want to go home and explain that to your parents.
I have
Or
never
your roommate.
encountered that.
That's
Or
the-
your
that's the
cat.
point.
You don't want to go home and explain why you have a hickey on your neck, especially if you didn't want a hickey on your neck.
Yeah, I
and
can
somebody
understand the
just
cat
comes
would be
up
jealous. It'd be like,
Yeah.
Dracula's.
somebody loves you but me?
Like,
Yeah.
who's
No.
gonna take the effort to to grab your shirt and pull it down?
Hey, which Dracula? Bela
No
Lugosi or
one's being
Christopher Lee?
desperate.
No one is gonna put forth
Damn.
that effort. Or a really
Making me have
long
to choose.
skirt. And you can tuck your skirt into your socks.
Yes, that is the best way to do it.
Tuck your skirt into your socks, and then you kind of have like a harem pant thing going on without it really being harem pants.
We're ad-libbing
You
all
also
of this. We're
need
just going
footwear.
for
Just-
it.
just
Okay?
Yes.
You
reeling
need
it off,
Yeah.
footwear at this party.
Because that's just scandalous.
Because people have foot fetishes. Okay? People like feet.
Yes, they do.
For some weird reason.
I've met a
People
few
are
people who are like
creepers.
It's
that.
just like that big toe.
And like the hickey people that will come and get your neck, these people come and get your feet and they'll take
And they'll be
pictures.
like,
Yeah, no, they'll take pictures. They'll take pictures of your feet and post them in random places on the internet where other creepy people like to look at pictures of feet.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen. So wear shoes, okay? Now, guys always say that they like a girl that's natural.
So no makeup.
Yeah,
All natural.
All natural. Don't wear any makeup at all.
No need to shave. No need for deodorant.
Yeah, go all natural.
Caveman it
because
up.
honestly, the right guy will like your natural scent.
Yes.
If they can't handle it, if
Your
they say
musk.
that your BO is a little strong, I feel like they just have a fear of commitment.
Yeah.
So we probably don't want anything to do with them anyway.
Don't want to put a ring on it?
Yeah.
So I would say, yeah, no deodorant. Honestly, I would say don't wash your hair for a few days. I would say don't.
Oh
wash
yeah,
your-
give it that really good greasy look.
Yeah, be super, super greasy because you know what? That's how they did it in caveman times.
So just go full mobster with it.
When it comes to party games. Okay, I would recommend pin the tail on the donkey.
Yes. Or the pinata game where you smack the pinata.
Yeah, but most likely you'll have to bring your own pinata.
Oh.
And you
Yeah.
may have to
Bring
get the
your
party
own
started
pinata.
by starting to play
BYOP.
pinata, like, just by hitting the pinata when you're by yourself. You may just have to just sit and kind of whack.
That's kind of the way to do it though.
I know, you may just have to like whack it, and then if other people get excited, as soon as you bust it open, there's candy everywhere. But don't let it end too soon because then all the fun is gone. So make everybody kind of awkwardly watch you hit the swat at the pinata for a few minutes by yourself. Because then you'll just be the life of the party. I mean, that's the definition of life of the party, is the one that everyone's staring at awkwardly, right?
Yeah.
So as far as kissing games goes, I would say when it comes to like spin the bottle, most likely you've been snacking on their dip all night.
Oh, so your breath stinks.
Your breath probably stinks. So I would recommend cheating and making the bottle land on yourself. So all I have to do is like, done. Oh, I'm a masterful kisser. I'm the best. You win, and you're popular. You just keep winning.
She's trying not
Winners,
she's trying not to
winners
laugh.
are
She's like,
popular.
what?
Yeah, so you always win. And then it's also your turn again and again and again. So, I mean, most exciting game of spin the ball ever. And then I would say, if it comes down to 7 minutes in heaven,
Just say you got diarrhea.
yeah, tell the most of the party you just have massive diarrhea, like ridiculously intense
And
diarrhea.
that you need to go home.
Yeah.
Go home,
That
or
does work,
go
actually.
stink up their bathroom. And that might be kind of fun. You can kind of look around, see what kind of magazines they have.
See what their soap looks like, if they have organic soap.
Yeah, check out their soap and,
Eh.
and maybe even see what's in their shower. Check their shampoo.
In their medicine cabinet.
Yeah,
Go
and you know
go
what?
creep.
Another way to make your host really like you, compliment their toilet paper. I'd be like, yo, Angel Soft makes me feel super Angel Soft. And just be like that. They'll love it. Because I'm sure they put a lot of work into how nice their toilet paper is.
And then another way to impress the host, tell them that their mom
Huh.
is super fine.
No, you don't tell
Oh,
them
gosh.
that they're
Oh yeah, tell their mom that she
If they
looks
live-
super fine.
If they live with their mom. If they live with their mom, tell their mom
that she looks hot.
that she looks hot. Because
I already
if
have the
coming from a
internet
girl,
that does
it's
that
gonna
for
be-
me.
Yeah, I know.
It's coming from a boy.
Jeez.
That'd be kind of awkward. It's gonna give you a weird look.
But it'll still make her feel
It'll
good.
still make her feel excellent. At the end of the day, I mean, come on. So I would say, yeah. So honestly, I feel like if you follow all of these tips, not only will be able
You
to
will be
make
a
it
party
you'll-
starter.
Party starter. You'll be able to make it out of this party with time to spare, enough for you to feel like you're a social person, but then you could go home and be antisocial.
Follow the rules.
In your
equals
sweatpants.
Netflix.
Or your pants, I guess.
So you can like be
Go
social,
home,
but then not be social. You can like leave
antisocial.
early.
And
Yeah.
watch Netflix.
And watch Netflix.
Netflix, seriously.
You know what
Or
I mean?
Hulu.
Best of both worlds. If you
Hulu's
just
got that
follow
next day streaming,
our
yo.
tips.
What
Like,
can I
it's
say?
just fabulous. But
Hey.
anyway, follow these tips and you will win at popularity and you will definitely win at life.
Yes,
Right?
that's how to be popular.
All right,
at
peace
life.
out.
Peace.
Bye.
See, that's how old this is. Like, there's no intro.
There's
You know,
just-
like there's no that filthy casual.
Yeah.
I need a new one.
Oh my word, did you
Oh,
play that?
we do too.
She's just super coordinated. Look at this little chick. She's just the most coordinated person you ever met.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Like, that's how old that is. That was because I'm trying to think. I created my YouTube channel. I created it maybe in like April of 2015.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not doing too bad for being around since April 2015. I've got what 1681?
Yeah, 1681. Yeah.
1681 guys for like A year.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
not at all.
I'm trying to get to 2,000.
Yeah, 2,000.
2,000, and then my
2,000's
next
not
goal will be
bad.
like 2,500, and that's like
Yeah.
I'll be going in increments of like 500,
Yeah,
which I think is good.
That's yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like that video, if I made that in like April, I'm trying to think that I even posted it on a different channel. And what was crazy was I had that one, and then the same girl and her friend were like visiting me, and then I helped them make a video, just the two of them, and it was like how to poop at school. Because like it takes finesse. And so even though it's hilarious, because they're homeschooled, so they don't know anything. We made one that was how to fart in public and how to poop at school. But the how to poop at school one randomly got like 2,000 views.
It's poop. You mentioned poop.
I know, but like has randomly it randomly had 2,000 views, and it was so weird because like we were like, what? Because it wasn't even this channel. That one maybe has like 10 subscribers. Because that's just another one that I use for acting. Like I put I put all my like unlisted acting rules and stuff on it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I don't advertise that one. It's not like super open. And so like for a channel with like 8 subscribers, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and you just made a funny video with your friends. All these people found it.
Yeah, 2,000 people just watched it.
They were like, how to poop at school.
Yeah. Maybe that actually is something that people want to know.
I don't
know. I don't know either. I mean, I
don't know. But then
I never did.
Nobody ever really commented except for this one guy that was like, "You all are so ugly." Like there was just like one person that trolled.
Hello. It's like, well,
he like so trolled.
Let he who is without ugly cast the first stone.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what that guy looks. I mean, he may very well be like Fabio, kind of handsome, or he may very well be a fat pathetic loser living in his mother's basement with more
that
acne
just likes
and
to troll on
potholes his
just
face
likes
than
to
the
troll.
craters
I
on
think
the
they were
moon.
both like 12 at the time, so he likes to troll on 12-year-old little girls.
Oh
that
wow!
like to make
Big
videos.
Man. Wow.
Yeah, that like
Big
to make
man.
videos about pooping.
You are just you're it, man. I mean, honestly,
know. That's my favorite.
It's like hold up, we got a badass over there. I mean, honestly,
yeah.
Dust your shoulders off, pimp. I mean, because
yeah,
good God,
like you saw the comment that I showed you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh,
that's
wow.
my favorite. I'm like, what I want to do eventually is like my next update video, like probably whenever I get to 2K. I mean, I've got a lot of people that are asking
like your
questions.
ugliest comments.
Yeah, I think I'll like go back and be like, oh, y'all are so nice. And because a lot of the time I respond if there's one comment that I'm like waiting to respond on because it was someone that has like gone through the history. It was like my views on gay marriage, and they went back and they like completely just like went through like even their version of history, and were like, well, I disagree with this because the ancient Greeks actually brought about the idea of people of the right to be happy. It actually wasn't brought about through the not the Renaissance, Enlightenment.
Oh
maybe.
yeah, Enlightenment period. Yeah,
kind of like an Enlightenment, and also like kind of the Renaissance, and also anyway, they were like, oh, the ancient Greeks did this, and that's actually where it came from. And like, yeah, I mean, they pulled a lot of stuff that was like true through history, but I just didn't have the time. I read it and I thought it was a well thought out comment, and I want to respond to it, but I just haven't been able to because like I disagree with some of it, and I'd have to like go back and like look at the specific points that I kind of disagree with. I'll respond eventually, but like
I had a similar thing as well, because I mentioned this, and immediately I get like
dominated
100,
by people.
Yeah, like 100 different people telling me
on
this.
internet, we love y'all.
Most of it was just you don't know what you're talking about. You're stupid. Yeah, and because
stupidest man you ever met, people.
Well, yes, I know.
Like he knows
my IQ
knows
is,
like every movie
negative
ever.
Digit. My
but he's
IQ
so
is
stupid. He's not allowed to have an opinion.
Well, okay. Here's what it was about. It was a video in which the discussion about Doctor Who, and Doctor Who being portrayed by an American at one point.
Yeah.
And after that, someone I remembered an old conversation I had with somebody. It's just like, well, it wouldn't feel right. I mean, because that's a quintessential British character, and British nationalism and all this and all that. And I'm like, what about the quintessential American characters? Superman. What about Batman? What about Daredevil? What about all the other? Well, what about all the other heroes that are like quintessential American from American literature and everything?
Yeah.
And yet all of them have been portrayed by Brits and Australians and Kiwis.
Yeah.
And they're like, and this one guy posted a comment. He said, and he went completely off base with it.
Those are my favorites, y'all.
No, he went completely off base. He's like, okay, this is why Brits don't like it when Americans play them. It's because the accent that the Americans do is absolutely horrible, and also because, if you want to talk about politically correctness, how about them blackwashing the Human Torch in the new Fantastic Four movie that just came out? I mean, that's just crazy. That's just crap. And I'm just like, where the hell did that come from? Because he just went. Because I was talking about an American portraying a British character.
Yeah.
And he goes off base with talking about the Human Torch in the new Fantastic Four movie being black. I'm like, I don't care about that. I mean, that's the director's decision, and
Yeah.
it turned out it didn't pan out too well.
I mean, like at this point, people are freaking out at everything because they can freak out about it.
Yeah, it's like they're overly sensitive.
It's interesting. And you're going to have people that are like so overly sensitive, and everyone's like, oh, our new generation is just overly sensitive, blah, 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 which is true to an extent.
Yeah, it
but
is
you know
true.
what? My coworker, like at my job, she made a very good point where she was like, I don't think that the human race was ready for social media to be as big as it's become.
No, it isn't, because
Which
social media
is
puts
brilliant.
everything. Social media puts everything out. Well,
Exactly.
You're the one responsible for yourself.
It makes
online.
everybody think that their specific opinion about something matters, and then it doesn't matter like how informed you are or how stupid you are. You think, oh, I have an opinion, so it matters. So everyone must listen to me, and then people get on the idea train, and then they run with it. But I mean, like
entitlement.
Technically, we're not allowed to make any comments because we decided that our opinions are so good and we're so entertaining that we felt like the world might want to know through YouTube channels.
Yeah.
So I mean,
we put it out there so that
we
we
decided, because YouTube is like all about self promotion. We decided through making YouTube channels that we thought we were awesome enough that the world should like us.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not saying that that's bad, but I'm just saying. Like,
well, it's entitlement.
Everyone can decide that their opinion matters.
Yeah, well, in truth, if it's personally you, yeah, your opinion does matter, but you shouldn't force your opinion on others.
That's
You
a good
put your
point.
opinion, opinion out there for others to hear.
Yeah.
And if they agree with you, they'll tell you.
Yes.
And they will like what you have to say, and they'll agree with you. If they don't, then please allow them to believe what they want to believe.
Yeah.
And if you wish to have a debate with them, be formal. Don't resort to ad hominem bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
don't be mean. And then something else too is like the best way to do things is to be really open to learning new things.
Yeah.
But don't just like learn something like, oh my goodness, there's a video that I want you to see in a bit. We'll watch it. But like sometimes you think that something is true just because maybe somebody that you respect has stated it. Look into news sources.
Yeah.
Research something, really see if it's the right thing. Like for forever, like I've got a background with the church, and they kind of like brainwashed all of us into thinking that it was bad to do stem cell research. They were like, oh, they kill babies to do stem cell research. It makes everyone hate the idea of doing stem cell research.
Well, stem cells can actually be obtained through different means.
Exactly. But just wait.
Go ahead.
Something that they want to do, because my roommate actually started researching this for her debate class. Okay? So she actually looked into it, and she realized that's not what they do, like, at all. I mean, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can. But very rarely is that what they do.
Yeah.
And you know what they do a lot of the time is if they're doing like implants of embryos and stuff into a woman and she's trying to do, in vitro.
Yeah.
They only place like 6 of them inside to see if one will take for her to get pregnant.
Yeah.
The rest they just throw away.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you do why
wasted.
wouldn't you do stem cell research on those when it's not even, you know what I mean? Like they can't grow into a person.
No, they can't. Well, they can't. They're
in a
solo
petri
embryos.
dish. Do you think eventually we could like grow people in petri dishes?
I think cloning in terms of cloning.
But don't they have to place it? They have to like place it inside of a cow. Do you remember the book House of the Scorpion?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, where they would
Well,
place the clones, like they'd place like the fetus inside of a cow until it grew and it became a clone.
As long as it is in an
But I'm wondering,
incubative
like,
state.
I'm wondering, like, outside of like a human or like a living creature that it could grow inside of a petri dish.
I could see it as long as it was the proper incubation. You know, as long as the incubation was proper. You know, because what you would need for that, it would have to be liquid. It would have to be surrounded by something. Something similar to embiotic fluid.
And it'd have to get its nutrition somehow.
Yeah, and have to receive its nutrition, and also it would have to maintain its warmth.
Yeah.
And then eventually,
Warmth isn't a problem. You just stick it in a
the proper incubator.
Stick it in a hot spot.
In a decently warm enough place to where it can thrive and grow, and it can nourish itself, and its body can remain healthy.
Yeah.
And then eventually it could be birthed from the sac in which it was placed in.
Yeah.
And it would have to be forced because the sac itself does not naturally know when.
Yeah.
Instead, the doctor will have to determine, hey, it's mature enough to where it can exit. And also, you can do tests to see what would happen if babies were born at the 10th trimester, at the in the 10th month, or the 12th, or a full year within the womb. Because people say Einstein was born late, and because he was born late, his brain had more time to mature. That's a theory. Now, you could test those theories with that. I mean, that's a possibility.
That's true.
I mean, because you never really know.
Yeah.
And I'm interested in stuff like that because Suzanne Summers, one of my mother's idols.
Aw, Suzanne.
Yeah, Suzanne.
I think of the show Step by Step with her.
Yeah. Well, she actually had breast cancer, and she lost both of her natural breasts. And later on, through a different form of stem cell research, which they took from fat cells that were in her body, and then through a process, they actually extracted stem cells from those fat cells. And it was concentrated at the bottom of the tubes, and they extracted them, and they injected them into her body, and she regrew her natural breasts. She got her breasts back. She had the implants removed, and she got her natural breasts back. And to me, when my mother heard this, my mother was like really excited. And also, leaps forward in medical fields. Have you seen the treatment for Parkinson's that they've recently came out with? I'll show you that later on, but. It just miracles of science and miracles of stuff like that are just to me. People draw the line. It's like, oh, only God can truly do this. Well, truth is, we are instruments of God ourselves because if you believe in the Creator, I mean, we are created in His image, and if we have the ability to carry out these things, and then why can't we perform our own miracles? Why can't we perform our own? Because if you think about it. Back in the ancient times, they said the heart was untouchable. If you touched the heart during open surgery, it was that was it.
And now people do surgery on the heart.
Exactly, they do heart transplants.
I'm actually
triple, quadruple bypasses.
I'm actually reading right now. I'm going through. A friend of mine gave me the book, The Checklist Manifesto.
Yeah,
it's very good so far. I'm only in like chapter 3, just because I've been like, obviously people that have watched my channel, I've been very busy. But yeah, like they talk about like all the things about all the different types of surgeries, all the things that you can do. You can bring back a drowning man. Like there's a chapter where they talk about a drowning child, how you can bring back a drowning child back to life, even though the kid was like, had been underwater for 20 minutes before the emergency responders found her.
And it's
stuff that you used to not be able to do, now you can do.
And the blue babies, which was a death sentence, for children who weren't getting proper oxygen. And all of a sudden, here comes Blaylock and Campbell with this new surgery, and these new instruments that they used to carry out these surgeries, and the blue babies were saved, and they could go on to live full lives. It's miracles of science, and people discredit, and people can say, "Oh, it was God's will that these children would die. Why would you save them?" Because the truth is, if you have the ability to do something and you do nothing, you are pretty much killing someone in God's eyes. I mean, that's how I'd feel. Because if you have the means and the ability to do so, then why not carry it out? I mean, it's just like me. If someone were in danger of getting killed or shot or something like that, and I didn't do anything, I mean, I'd feel. I mean, this is just how I feel, man. I mean, I can't say that if you don't do something, that's you.
Agree.
I know other people may not agree, but me, I feel like if there's someone in danger, someone needs help, I'm always there to rush and help them. I mean, heck, I I ran these guys off from beating up this old man in Philadelphia. You know, he was an old man, an old homeless man. These guys were beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And I ran up and I was like, "What are you doing? Stop, stop, stop!" And next thing you know, they ran off. And that old man, you know, looked up at me, you know, had his face bloody, and he thanked me. And I was like, "What happened?" He's like, They do that every now and again. They just feel like they got to do something to beat me down, and I'm just like, wow.
Y'all don't beat up old men. That's not cool.
No, that's not.
And you know what? All these viewers too. Like now you know.
Don't beat up old men.
Don't beat up old men, but like also y'all. You should try cloning a baby in a petri dish.
You never know.
All the stuff we talked about.
Yeah, because the bounds of humanity we don't know them yet. I mean, we have natural boundaries that we can ascend to with what we have. You know, but you think about where we were 100 years ago. What was the life expectancy back then? What diseases have been cured since then? What surgeries and procedures are here now that can cure and stop diseases that were death sentences back then? I mean, the march forward is a scary thing to some degree, but it's exciting and it fills me
pretty cool.
It fills me with happiness because I can think, hey, one day a child will not have a death sentence because of their parents' mistakes, like AIDS or anything like that, or any other disease that because it hurts me to know that fact. I mean, and it hurts me, and I know I'm, man. All right, before I go any deeper and I make myself depressed, I think we're gonna end it there.
Yeah, we probably should. We've been going for a while.
Yeah, actually, 33 minutes.
And you know what? The video is called "How to Have Fun at Parties."
Well, I think we would have killed the party with those statements.
How to have fun at parties. You start talking about death. And,
death and
beating up old men.
Yeah, so that's how you know, guys. That's how you have fun at parties. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in.
Good way to kick off.
Good way to kick
me
this.
Being back.
Yeah, good way to kick off the return of Wyndham Rice. Thank you all for tuning in. We hope you have enjoyed the video. Check the link in the original down below. Also, check out Miss Wyndham Rice's channel, That Filthy Casual. Help her reach 2,000 views or 2,000 subscribers, guys. She is awesome. She puts out videos when she can. But,
I try to do it every week.
But
this has been a very busy summer.
Yeah, she's
a lot
busy.
of traveling.
Hey, but just hit her up on social media. You post stuff on Twitter and on Facebook all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, she's a constant just cycle of entertainment. So just
Woo!
So once again, thank you all for tuning in. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you later, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.